Time now for Sit Sixero. This is where you get 60 seconds to talk. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. I've never seen anything like it in sports, truly. Bruce Boudreau, who was fired as head coach of the Canucks Sunday, knew he was going to get fired 2 months earlier. It was just a matter of time. The Canucks, a terrible organization, had to wait for their new guy to become available, so Bruce had to sit there and take a lot of losses. After a while, it became cruel and unusual punishment. Things got so bad, Canuck fans started to root for the guy. In his final game at home, they were actually chanting, "Bruce, there it is," as he left the bench for the last time on Hockey Night in Canada Saturday.
It's hard to imagine we will forget the chance of Bruce, there it is, anytime soon. And there is an emotional Bruce Boudreau behind the Canucks bench.
Yeah, and he's taking it in right now. Thanking the fans.
That happened Saturday. That happened in Vancouver Friday. He broke down Friday morning. He's a class act. He's a class act, Bruce Boudreau. The Canucks, not so much. Donnovan Bennett from Sportsnet 590 The Fan, host of the Going Deep podcast, 11 a.m. daily on that station. Donnovan, we've seen some weird things in hockey in this country. That's right up there.
Has to be. I'm wearing an HJ sweater. Their monikers change hockey culture, and certainly when you talk about a hockey culture, it's about respect, accountability. While we saw no transparency or empathy in this case, which you need for respect. I just want to level set in terms of us understanding what we're talking about here, because many of our viewers may not be up on Canucks hockey. This is a man who reached 200 regular season wins faster than any coach in the modern NHL era. He's not a nobody, number one. And that fan base that you talked about that fell in love with him, they are famous for rioting when their team was really good. Not once, but twice. They wake up with BT and choose violence. So the fact that this is where we are just shows you there's a real dereliction of duty at the top in terms of the leadership of the Canucks. And they've had different coaches, different GMs. The results have remained the same for a long time. So you tell me where the blame pie should be doled out. Because, listen, the team wasn't good, right? There's only 5 teams currently with a worse record than the Canucks. September 9th, they were a couple points out of a wild card spot. Now we are where we are because they went 6-13 since. But I'm not really sure how we got here, in the sense that there are issues we've known for a long time. The blue line needs to change. We talked about that last year. It hasn't changed, but yet all the blame is on him. He has to go out and essentially beg for his job for a long time. This team is paying not 1, not 2, but 3 coaches at the same time, because they've gotten it wrong time and time again, but they've gotten wrong the way they've treated this man. Only one team wins the championship, as you well know, in sports, Sid. But you can treat people with respect. You could be a champion in that era, and the Canucks are far from it right now.
Donnovan Bennett, Going Deep with Donnovan Bennett, weekdays, 11 a.m., Sportsnet 590 The Fan. I know a closing line when I hear it. Donnovan, great stuff. Talk to you soon. Love you, man. Appreciate you.
Bruce, there it is.
Bruce, there it is.